Have you ever sat quietly and wondered, after turning 50, do I still have any real attraction left in the eyes of women? Many men believe that once the hair turns gray and the belly begins to show, their charm naturally fades away. Sitting with friends at a cafe, you often hear jokes like, "Come on, we're too old, nobody notices us anymore." It sounds convincing, but deep down there's still that little voice. Does my wife, or any woman, still feel drawn to me? The truth is, women, no matter their age, still have moments when their hearts beat faster. They still notice, they still feel, but they rarely say it out loud. And here's the surprising part. What makes them feel attracted is not what most men think. It's not the six-pack abs, not the luxury car, not the glamorous lifestyle. Often it's something much simpler. A warm smile, a confident glance, a calm, steady voice, or just the way you carry yourself with quiet strength. These little things can stir their hearts even more deeply than the fiery passion of youth. So, growing older doesn't take away your magnetism. In fact, if you know how to embrace it, your maturity, your experience, and your calm presence can make you even more irresistible. The real question is, what are these hidden weapons of attraction? And how can a man in his 50s or beyond still make the woman beside him look at him with admiration and love, as if it were the very first day? Stay with me, because in this video, we'll uncover the secrets together. Welcome to Love Road, the place where we explore timeless secrets of love, marriage, and lasting connection. Here, we don't just talk about romance when you're young. We go deeper, into the hidden desires, unspoken needs, and powerful emotions that keep relationships alive even after many decades together. If you believe that love should grow stronger with time, if you want to discover how to make your partner feel cherished, admired, and truly seen, then you're in the right place. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Love Road. By joining our community, you'll never miss the stories, lessons, and inspirations that could transform the way you experience love at any age. There comes a moment in a man's life, often after 50, when he pauses in front of the mirror and wonders, do I still have what it takes to be attractive? The reflection may not be as sharp as it once was. The lines on the face are deeper, the hair carries streaks of gray, the body has softened in ways it never used to. And yet, here is a truth too many men forget. Attraction has never belonged solely to the young. It belongs to the man who knows how to carry himself, regardless of age. For women, the first impression still matters. It is not about youth or a flawless body. It's about the signals a man sends before he even speaks a word. That signal begins with something as simple as a clean, well-chosen outfit. A crisp shirt, ironed with care, paired with trousers that fit just right, can say more about a man than expensive suits ever could. Women don't need the flash of luxury brands. What they notice is intention. When a man dresses neatly, it whispers, I respect myself and I respect the one walking beside me. A woman doesn't fall in love with a label. She falls in love with the way a man makes her feel proud to stand next to him. Then there is grooming. The hair, the beard, the little details that reveal whether a man has abandoned himself or continues to value his presence in the world. A neat haircut, a beard trimmed to frame the jaw, even the sparkle of freshly washed skin. These subtle signs are irresistible. Women notice them instantly, even when they say nothing. To her, a man who takes care of himself isn't just clean. He is dependable. He is someone who will also know how to take care of her heart. And of course, there is the matter of fragrance. Many men laugh it off. At my age, why bother with cologne? But women are creatures of scent. They carry memories in the air they breathe. A man who smells fresh, whether from a light cologne, a hint of shampoo, or simply the soap from his morning shower, becomes someone they want to be close to. The power of a subtle fragrance is profound. It lingers in her mind long after you've left the room. It pulls her closer without her even realizing why. Just as the wrong odor can push her away, the right scent can make her heartbeat soften and her guard fall. Yet above all else, what captivates most is body language. It is the unspoken language of desire and presence. Imagine a man who walks slowly but steadily, as if each step is grounded in certainty. His shoulders are relaxed, not slouched. His eyes meet hers without rushing, without fear, carrying both warmth and quiet confidence. And then there is the smile, a gentle, genuine curve of the lips that says, I am here. I see you, and I am glad you are with me. That smile, more than muscles or wealth, has the power to disarm a woman and remind her of the man she first fell for. A woman doesn't need perfection. What she longs for is presence. She feels attraction when she sees that her partner has not given up on himself. Even a man with gray hair, a soft belly, and slower steps can outshine the arrogance of youth if he carries himself with dignity and warmth. So yes, first impression still matters, but not in the way you thought when you were 20. At this stage of life, it is no longer about impressing the world. It is about reminding the woman who looks at you that she chose well. That standing beside you, she is safe, admired, and proud. And when you give her that feeling, trust me, her heart will still skip a beat, just as it did years ago. There are things women notice but never say. They may laugh with friends, chat about work, or pretend not to care, but deep inside, their eyes are sharper than we imagine. While men often obsess over big muscles, expensive cars, or flashy status, women look for something far more subtle. They observe in silence, and in those unspoken moments, they decide whether their hearts lean toward you or away from you. One of the first silent signals is in the shoulders and the back. A man who stands tall, with strong shoulders and a straight back, carries an aura of protection. He doesn't have to speak, his posture already says, "You can lean on me. I will not fall." Women are instinctively drawn to that sense of reliability. A slouched back whispers weakness, but a steady frame, even with gray hair or a rounder waist, still makes her feel safe. And safety for a woman is deeply attractive. Then there are the hands and arms. You may not think twice about them, but women do. A clean set of nails, hands that look strong yet gentle, arms with just a hint of veins. These tell a quiet story. They say, "I can work. I can hold. I can care." There is something magnetic in the sight of a man's arm resting casually, veins visible under the skin, suggesting both strength and tenderness. Women may not confess it, but they feel the urge to touch, to be held, to be embraced by those arms. It's not the size that matters, but the energy they radiate. The voice and the eyes are another secret doorway. A man with a deep, calm voice doesn't just speak, he resonates. His words wrap around her like a blanket. Slow, steady tones create intimacy. They draw her closer without force. Pair that voice with warm, confident eyes that look straight into hers without wavering, and suddenly she feels seen. Not judged, not rushed, just seen. And in that gaze, her heart stirs with a feeling she cannot hide. Many women will tell you, it was never the looks that stole their heart, but the way a man's eyes spoke to them without a single word. And then the smile. A smile is often underestimated, yet it is one of the strongest tools of attraction. Not the big, boastful kind, but the gentle, genuine smile that softens the edges of a moment. When a man smiles lightly at his partner after years together, it has the power to erase her anger, calm her doubts, and remind her of the man she chose long ago. Add to that a clean, natural fragrance, the scent of soap, shampoo, or a light cologne, and you have a combination that lingers in her memory long after you've left the room. Women connect to scent more deeply than men realize. It becomes part of the way they remember love. Finally, there is the belly. Many men think women want the sharp lines of six-packs, but the truth is different. What matters is firmness, health, and vitality. A belly that is not overweight, that shows care and movement, signals to her that this man still has energy, still values himself, still has strength to share. It is not about vanity, it is about life force. Women want to feel that the man beside them is strong enough to protect, yet gentle enough to love. The hidden spots a woman notices are not about perfection. They are about presence, care, and subtle confidence. Strong shoulders that don't bend easily. Hands that look capable of holding and protecting. A voice that soothes, eyes that warm. A smile that reassures, a fragrance that lingers. A body that shows care rather than neglect. These are the quiet details that make her heart beat faster. Sometimes faster than the sight of any young man flexing his muscles. So the next time you look in the mirror, don't focus on what is gone. Focus on what you still carry. The strength of your posture, the warmth of your eyes, the calm of your voice, the pride in your presence. Because women notice. They always notice. And it is in these hidden spots that they find the irresistible charm of a man who has lived, who has endured, and who still knows how to captivate without saying a word. There is a secret many men overlook, a truth that hides beneath years of shared meals, routine days, and familiar faces. Women do not fall in love with appearances alone. What truly holds their hearts, especially as the years pass, are the little ways a man makes them feel seen, valued, and cherished. It is beyond looks, it is connection. The first thread of this connection is initiative. A woman may never say it directly, but deep down she longs for her man to lead, even in the simplest ways. When he plans a walk on a quiet evening, sets the table without being asked, or prepares her favorite dish just to see her smile, she feels a rush of warmth. It isn't about grand gestures or expensive gifts, it's about presence. Initiative whispers, "I see you, I care for you, and I want to bring joy to your day." Without it, a woman begins to feel invisible. With it, she feels alive again in his attention. But initiative must be wrapped in honesty and sincerity. Women can forgive many things, clumsy mistakes, awkward moments, even thoughtless words. But dishonesty? That is the one wound that rarely heals. When a man speaks with genuine truth, even if imperfect, she senses it immediately. A sincere compliment, a straightforward concern, or even a tender observation about how she looks today. All of it matters when it is real. Women's hearts are finely tuned. They can hear false notes in an instant. And once trust is broken, no charm or appearance can bring it back. Then there is gentleness and the power of listening. Too many men believe their role is to fix problems, to offer solutions at every turn. But sometimes what a woman truly desires is not an answer. It is a shoulder. She wants someone to sit quietly beside her, to listen without judgment, to place a steady hand in hers and simply say, "I understand." In those moments, she does not need a hero. She needs a companion who feels her emotions as deeply as his own. A man who listens with patience becomes more magnetic than any conqueror. Small surprises are another form of magic. Love does not survive on routine alone. It needs sparks of the unexpected. A flower picked on the way home, a cup of tea placed gently beside her while she works, a note that says, "You're still my everything." These gestures may seem small, but they ripple through her soul. They remind her that love is alive, not forgotten in the weight of everyday life. And the beauty is that these surprises cost nothing but thoughtfulness. Yet they carry the weight of gold in her heart. Lastly, there is trust and the respect for space. Many men fear losing their partners and become possessive, but women bloom when given room to breathe. A morning spent with her friends, an evening in a yoga class, an hour alone with a book. These moments do not mean she is drifting away. They are her way of recharging, of keeping her spirit whole. When a man trusts her enough to give her this space, she returns with love twice as strong. For trust is not about holding tightly, it is about believing deeply. Beyond looks, these are the truths that anchor a woman's heart: initiative, honesty, gentleness, surprises, and trust. They may seem ordinary, but together they weave a bond far stronger than any fleeting attraction. Because a woman does not stay for how a man looks, she stays for how he makes her feel, every single day. And when a man learns to give her this connection, he discovers something beautiful. He has not only kept her love alive, but deepened it into something eternal. Now, let me ask you something from the heart. When you think about attraction, what matters most to you? Is it the way a man looks on the outside, or the way he makes you feel inside? I've seen couples who have walked together for decades, and it's fascinating. Some women smile like newlyweds when their husbands simply hold their hand in public. Others melt when he surprises them with nothing more than a cup of tea. These little things carry so much power. So, I want to know your thoughts. Ladies, what is the one detail about a man that always makes your heart beat a little faster, no matter how many years you've been together? And gentlemen, what do you believe is your strongest hidden charm? The thing you think women notice, even if they never say it? Share your answers in the comments below. I love reading your stories because every experience is a reminder that love isn't about age, it's about connection. And who knows? Your story might just inspire someone else who's watching today. At the end of the day, attraction is not locked away in youth. It is not in the six-pack abs, the fancy cars, or the smooth skin that eventually fades with time. True attraction lives in the way a man carries himself, the way he treats the woman beside him, and the way he keeps love alive through small but powerful gestures. When you walk tall with steady shoulders, when you speak with honesty and a calm voice, when you remember to listen instead of always trying to fix, these are the moments that remind her why she chose you. And when you surprise her, trust her, and make her feel safe, you don't just hold her heart, you make it fall for you all over again. So remember, love does not fade with age, it deepens. Attraction is not about being perfect, it's about being present. If you take just one or two of these ideas and bring them into your daily life, you'll see the difference in her smile, in her eyes, and in the warmth of your relationship. If this touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Love Road. Together, we're building a place where love stories grow stronger with time. And in the next video, I'll share 5 simple sentences every middle-aged woman longs to hear. Just words, yet powerful enough to heal, to ignite passion, and to stay in her memory forever. You won't want to miss it. Because love is not about how many years have passed. It's about how deeply we choose to love today.